Welcome back to another video. Yep, it's Saturday. You know what we're doing. Actually, I think the last 2 or 3 driving videos we did was on Sunday. But my weekend's all messed up. But, you know, I can't stay home on the weekends. I wish I could, but I just got way too much stuff going on. So it is 5:30 a.m. and I'm heading to my hunting lease in Mississippi to do some scouting. With our lease rules is once that the hunt season starts October 1, you can't really go traversing through the woods looking for sign and kind of seeing what, you know, scouting the area looks like, because you got people hunting and different things like that. So majority of the scouting has to be done basically before October 1. So September 28th, you know me, I'm last minute on everything. But we had some cool weather coming to Louisiana. That's what helped us with this hurricane pushing it to Florida. So I feel sorry for those people in Florida. Again, prayers to them. The more video that comes out, the more devastating that is. And I feel sorry for them. So, but with this cooler weather, it's like 65 degrees in the morning, very low humidity. It's got that fall feel to it, which just does something to me, brings me a lot back to my childhood. And growing up in Slidell and New Orleans and stuff like that, it brings back a lot of memories, junior high dances and marsh burns and stuff like that. So I'm going to my hunt lease to check some stuff out, maybe stop at a park or two and do a POTA, Parks in the Air for ham radio. But there's a lot of stuff going on in crypto right now. If y'all been catching up, staying up with my videos, doing a lot of content right now. My live on Thursday did very well. So as long as those keep up very well, you know, I'll keep doing them. I know I said it's like a broken record. I ordered 2 more things last night for my computer build. I'm hoping that computer build gets done soon. I got my computer case coming, my AIO for my CPU, but we got a lot of stuff going on. All right, so I just filled up the truck. You know, I used my Upside app. I should have another $5 coming to me. Hey, it ain't gonna break the bank, but $5, you know, every time I gotta fill this truck up. You know, if my wife and son would ever remind me to do the Upside right before they fill up, but you know, they got more other things going on. I'd be doing even better. So we're gonna go over some things in crypto. You know, we like to talk about the markets on the weekend and stuff. Everybody thinking the bull market's here and everybody's going to be rich. You know me, I have to be more realist. And let's talk about a couple of things in projects. Quick summary of different stuff. I don't want to make this video way too long. I know it's the weekend for y'all also, but I'll wait till there's a little more light and we'll see what's going on in a little bit. So I'll be right back. Well, after a long day of out in the woods scouting and ham radio and stuff, now I'm back at the big tower at work with microwave issues, trying to figure that out. Goes to show you that there's no rest for the weary and it never stops. Kind of like crypto, never stops even when we sleep, and that's why we're in passive income. Tell you what, the Nadix project got worn out today. I put some miles on this. Nadix with its new Bluetooth thing, I can throw that in the river. All right, so hopefully I'm zoomed out enough, because I looked at a video I did 2 days ago, and not to be gross, but y'all could actually probably count my nose hairs. But I also had a work shirt on, so I was trying to not show that because, you know, somebody will complain or something like that. But you know, a couple of things I wanted just to go over real quick. This ain't gonna be a really long video. Is, you know, crypto market is hot right now when Wendy-O doesn't need to use clickbait. I saw a video that Wendy-O put out earlier, and it was actually pretty accurate, pretty good, and she didn't even have to use clickbait. And I'm like, well, we must be getting back. But one thing that I always agree with her on, and that I preach to y'all all the time, is it's time to take profits. Or when is it time to take profits? Make sure you take profits during these runs when you have all this crypto going up. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I'm negative all the time. One thing about being negative is that when you're wrong, it's a positive thing. See how that works out? but I'm not always wrong. I am wrong sometimes, and I'll admit it. But if y'all gonna sit here and think that this is going straight to the moon, it ain't gonna correct, nobody's gonna start taking profits. You got people that were buying Bitcoin back when it fell down to 52,000 stuff. You think they're gonna just let this stuff keep rolling? You don't think they're gonna take profits? You don't think this is gonna correct a little bit before this election? You know, everybody's talking about Pumptober or October, you know, gains, and October was been this great month, and everybody's talking about it. How many times has Bitcoin threw us a curveball when we all thought something was going to happen, and it was complete opposite? We saw where rates went up and Bitcoin also went up instead of dropping, or just all these different things like that. So the fear and greed index right now, greed is very, very, very high. And yes, that means a lot of people are buying. But at some point, y'all know what happens is eventually that greed swings to the other way. So I'm just trying to prepare y'all that it could be tomorrow, it could be happening right now, and I'm not checking it. It could be October 1st, November 1st, or the day before the election. You have to expect that there's going to be a little bit of a correction in this market. And you haven't really seen alts flying up that like crazy or anything like that, but that's why I still don't think this is a hard bull market yet. We know that usually it's the memes first, then Bitcoin, and then your alts. I'm watching these YouTube people who are sitting there already talking about how we're going to see a new all-time high very soon in Bitcoin. And I'm like, y'all keep saying that, and then when it starts going back down to 50, y'all the first ones out there panicking. Which one is it? So I'm just trying to prepare people for, you know, do I think it's going to crash hard and all this stuff like that? No, but we know we don't go up in a straight line. We don't keep continuously going up like this. I just don't see it. I just don't see right now this going up. Look, and I'm not a TA guy. Y'all don't come to me for TA. But sometimes I think that helps a little bit because I'm not trying to look at stuff that's not there or that is there. This isn't computers controlling the price. This is people. And I still think you're going to have people who are going to take profits, or something's going to happen that they weren't expecting, and you're going to have something correct. You know, one of the best things I think Wendy O has said is, I'll give her credit for, is a moon bag. What's a moon bag? Moon bag is you go and you put $1,000 or $100 or $10 into Bitcoin or some crypto. When that crypto goes up and you make back your whatever you bought in, you know, if you bought in $100 worth of Bitcoin and you get $100 worth of profits, you take your original 100 out. Now you have your money back, and then whatever happens to those rewards happens to those rewards. And I like that. That's called a moon bag. You have no risk at that point. But like she said, you have people who are making a lot of money in meme coins, and they're getting rugged or something's happening to them, and they're not selling them. So it's unrealized profit. You can sit here and people are saying, people are out there bragging how they made $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, $1 million in meme coins. But if they're not taking that out and realizing the profits, it doesn't matter. Now in Tropy, we don't want to break the second law, but for other meme coins and tokens, you want to be able to take profits. So that's, you know, I have a lot of people asking me about, you know, what's the next project we're going to start looking at. I'm really trying to push Entropy right now. I really like Entropy, but again, you know, I can have one miner, that's it. But trying to get more people involved in it. The more people we can get involved in it, more holders we have, that we can get the token verified. We can get on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, maybe a DEX, maybe a CEX eventually. That's how that stuff builds. We you know, so you need, it's a give and take. Yes, the more people that come on board the project, the more rewards go down. But it's got to be a give and take. If you want the token to succeed, yes, burning helps a lot. We're burning a lot of tokens, millions and millions of tokens in that. But you still need to get liquidity injected into that token. You know, last I checked, they had a couple of thousand worth of liquidity. You know, we ate a zero, so the price action's been very good. But you need more buyers. You need to be able to get more people involved in that project if we want to see it really succeed. So that's a trope. So, but people ask me, you know, what's next? SkyX, XNet. You know, I'm seeing all these different people ask me about these new projects coming out and stuff like that. And I'll be the first one to say, the more beta projects you're in, you want to be in these projects early. I understand that, but also you want to control your spending. Also, you know, while I won a chirp device, I've always said that whenever they start selling chirp devices again, which is going to be closer to their token release time or their mainnet time, but I want to buy at least one other chirp device. That's going to be $800 something. It's crazy, but that's how positive I feel about that project. They'll give you 2 devices, 2 different towns, 2 different rooftops, and then I'll hold on to that. But any more of these projects that we start buying into, you're gonna have to put out some money for that. And you know, let's be honest, how many weather projects, DEPIN projects do we have? Do we need? You had Fry that was doing weather. You have Weather XM that was doing weather. Now you have with SkyX is the other one. And then after SkyX started selling pre-sale miners, now you have one called Nubula. And look, they got some big people pushing it. You read their white paper, they're doxed. So you know we like doxed projects. Fully doxed projects, not just a screen name or something. Fully doxed projects that we know who the people are involved in it. But you read their white paper, they got some outlandish things with Nubula. And I guess I just look at it as you looked at, I think Fry's struggling. That's just my personal opinion. Weather XM, you know, they had to go for more fundraising and that kind of stuff like that. We don't know who they're selling their data to. Do we need 2 more weather projects? There could be some great people behind it. You got somebody, I don't want to call out people, but you have somebody earlier who's coming out with a project who's calling it the next helium. Why does everything have to be the next helium? Look, helium was very successful in the beginning, but right now you say the word helium and people hate it. But you got some new project out there that sounds like I'm sorry to say it, but like a porn sexual device or something like that. And at least that's how it was described to me. And like, I could understand what the utility is of the DEPIN, but to say it's going to make all this money, I don't understand that. I'm looking through some of the YouTubers that I do follow just before I started this video, and I'm looking at some real, and I don't mean any disrespect to them, and I don't want to say who the channels are, because there's more than one. It ain't just one person, but there's some really gimmicky DEPIN stuff out there. Again, I could be completely wrong. You know, at least when you have entropy, they say we're mine nothing. Miners eat first. We're mining a DEPIN. We're mining a meme coin. We know we're mining a meme coin. But again, some of these YouTubers, I think they're following the whole Vosk playbook, where just, hey, I'm getting this product for free for review, so let me go do a video on it and talk about how great it's supposed to be. And you hope that deep down they realize that they need to go take a bath after, because it's a complete gimmick. And I've said this before many times in my videos that DEPIN is going to be the new hot word, kind of like what we said last time in the last bull run. Everything was meta. Meta was the hot thing. Gaming meta was the hot thing right at the end. But guess what? Not every meta coin made people money. Some made money. I made some good money on Sand, you know, and some of these other ones. But Decentraland, it's been a long day. But there were some meta coins out there in games and stuff like that. People lost their shorts on it. So DEPIN's going to be the same thing. People coming out with DEPIN projects. And one of the negative things is, if we're going to all be real and honest in this room, on this video, is those projects have to rely on the human being who's not really getting paid a salary. Yes, you're getting some rewards, passive income rewards, but when you go to work, you're getting a salary to work for those people. You don't have that in DEPIN projects. So if I'm gonna create a business and sell it to customers, but I'm relying on all of y'all to keep y'all devices running, which that customer who I just sold my network to is also relying on y'all, I can't guarantee that. Y'all get upset with me, I say something wrong, and you know, I tell everybody I'm going to vote for Roseanne Barr, and everybody gets upset because I said I'm voting for Roseanne Barr, and all my people quit with their miners or whatever on my project. What do I tell that customer? And that is something that I work, that has been discussed on many Discords in many projects, is the X factor that people have to worry about. People with helium, you know, you have people who argue both sides of this that say, well, with helium, you know, it only costs 40 cents, you know, it doesn't cost anything with power. Why would you unplug it? Well, if you have a host agreement, which I told people years ago, don't do that, but of course, I got blasted for it. I love, you know, my favorite words, I told you so. But, or like me, some of these I had ISP agreements for, like, you know, flat internet for $20 a month, $25 a month. If my device is making 40 cents a day and I'm not clearing the $20, $25 a month for the ISP, why would I leave it plugged in? You know, and that's, so what happens is when something happens to their helium device, what do? They keep it, they just unplug it and go about their business. It's not worth the effort. So you do have to worry about that kind of stuff with DEPIN projects. So while I am looking at some new DEPIN projects, I got some little extra money, basically finishing up my computer build. You know, I got to bring that up every time. But I do want to get in some more additional DEPIN projects that y'all keep telling me about. But you know me, I love weather. I'm a weather geek. I'm into crypto. I'd love to get into both those weather stations. But I also worry about what am I representing on this channel, because while I'm a weather geek and I like messing with weather stations and stuff like that, all the ones I deal with at work and stuff like that, but is that doing y'all a disservice? Because it makes it seem like I'm really behind these projects. And I do worry is how many more weather projects can the DEPIN community sell to customers? And it's like that for several things. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you have another project come out soon that's doing either drone detection, ADS-B, satellite mining, or anything like that. You know, like Fry was doing, and the Scan project that we don't talk about no more. You know, Wingbits, GeoNet, all these stuff like that. Is I can see somebody seeing Wingbits and GeoNet become very successful and say, oh, we're going to do that too and be a competition. To me, there's only so many customers that are going to go around that's going to rely on DEPIN type of projects. That's my opinion. And again, I'm sure I'll have people in the comments that disagree with me, but it's just something that we have to be real about and have big boy, big girl discussions about it, and just realize that. You know, I'm constantly getting texts and emails about, hey, what about this new project? What, you know, I'm getting this new project. Gotta look at this new project. I'm getting this new project. Hey, you know, if the device is $100, like I said, I went out to eat last night, picked up food for my family and stuff. It cost me $100. $100, while it is a lot of money, do not take that the wrong way. It's better than the $800 device, or some of these projects want way more than that. So that is something to think about. All right, so I just picked up some groceries for the family, and it's dark. So I left this morning when it was dark, and now I'm going back home when it was dark. And I guess my chores I was supposed to do around the house today are just gonna have to wait till tomorrow, because I cannot wait to get a big glass of Diet Coke and some Bywater bourbon. I know I have not talked about Bywater bourbon in a while. I've been out, so nobody has to think I'm an alcoholic or something like that, because I haven't gone out my way to get it. But for those bourbon drinkers out there and who might have not seen my previous videos, Bywater bourbon is a bourbon that's made in New Orleans. Their big claim to fame is with the hot humidity in the south, and then it's made below sea level. You know, I don't know. I can tell you though, it's some good stuff. I brought some to friends outside the state, and now they want to know how come they can't get it online, because they absolutely love it. So I don't know, but I can tell you it's good, and I don't drink it straight, and I buy a bottle. It can last me for 2 weeks or something like that, because I drink one little drink while I'm with Diet Coke while I'm playing my Call of Duty. Sometimes it helps Call of Duty, and sometimes it doesn't help Call of Duty. But that's it. Just a little short video talking about a couple of things on my mind. I'm always looking at new projects. I have people ask me also about Anacord. I keep saying I'm gonna look at Anacord, especially the way it sounds like it's very easy to set up. You know, since I already have a GeoNet miner, so I can triple mine that. You know, I don't know. We'll see. So a lot of things going on. Bull market just getting kind of started. You know, depending on what people say. I'm a little hesitant to start screaming that, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. So y'all have a great weekend. Again, continued prayers for, I know I said in the last 2 or 3 videos, but continued prayers for everybody who's in Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Georgia. I keep getting reports from some public safety people that I have, some, you know, newsletters and inside websites and stuff like that. They got a very bad time. They got towns that are completely wiped off the map, and that's just crazy. That's, you know, been through Katrina, Hurricane Isaac, and Hurricane Ida affected my parish very, very badly. You know, we had chest high water in some places that we weren't expecting, places that never flooded before, that we weren't prepared or expected to handle. And I know to a point what they're going through, but they got it way worse. So continued prayers and everything for those families and for everybody who's out there, public safety people. Hopefully they can stay safe. You know, decent amount of deaths so far, fatalities. I don't know why people think they're tough and they all, you know, we're not evacuating. I've seen it too many times, and they don't understand that you can't prepare for a tree coming through your house. You can be prepared with all the gas and generator and food you got, but when there's a generator through your house, or in this case a barge or a boat through your house, or your neighbor's truck is in your house, and there's no public safety to come save you, you know, it is what it is. But I don't want to make this video too long. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. Today's Saturday, and then tomorrow I got a bunch of stuff I got to do tomorrow too. Monday we'll be back with our usual Monday videos. I'll give an update if my sword chain's doing any better, but I doubt it. So we'll see how it goes. Thank y'all, and see y'all in the next video.